So welcome back to our channel, and I'm going to start off with a question. That question is, what is your most favourite chainsaw? Well, for us, it would be the MS400. It is an absolute powerhouse, and it would certainly be the first chainsaw we pick up if we come into the workshop to cut up our firewood. But things are going to change because Stihl are ceasing production of this model, and they are bringing out a brand new machine. This is the MS400.1. But for such an iconic saw and such a sought after saw, why get rid of this one and replace it? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you about all the upgrades, all the new features, strip it apart and see what's going on. So before we take the covers off, let's look at the key specs and see what the real difference is between these two saws. So despite having the same model name, the MS400.1 is a completely new saw and not just an upgrade. The MS400.1 has the best power to weight ratio of any 60cc class chainsaw on the market. Now, not only are Stihl dropping the original MS400, they are also ceasing production of the MS362, and that is because both of these saws were very much on the same chassis, so they were very similar, just slightly different in power. So they've got rid of two machines to bring out one. So this MS400.1 sits very comfortably in between the two, so it gives you best of both worlds. There's a but, and I think that this was the biggest selling feature on the MS400. On the original one, it actually had a magnesium piston, whereas on the new machine, it's aluminium. Now, Stihl is stating with all the new technical improvements on the engine and performance upgrades that you don't need that magnesium piston to create the same performance. Now let's look at the visual appearance before checking out the tech specs and taking a look underneath the covers. So on my left, I have got the brand new MS400.1, and on my right, I've got the original. So starting off with the Recoil housing. As you can see, we've got a new emblem or badge on the front. This has got white signage. You've got your felling marks, vertical and horizontal, and a slightly different upgraded Recoil housing design. And on the original MS400, as you can see, we've only got the vertical line, we've got the black emblem and no horizontal line, and the slightly older style Recoil housing. Around to the front of the saws, as you can see, there's two completely different exhaust systems. On the new MS400.1, you've got an upgraded muffler which reduces the operating temperature of the saws. Moving on to the clutch cover side, very similar. The only real difference I can see is the trigger colour. So you've got black on the original and you've got orange on the new one, and on the clutch covers themselves you've got black writing and you've got orange writing, so in keeping with that orange theme on the new MS400.1. And in keeping with the upgraded styling on the MS400.1, you've got a slightly different engine cover which is raised, so I'm expecting a slightly different filter underneath, whereas obviously on the MS400, the original one, you got the shallower engine cover. And the new MS400.1 still runs a 1.6mm 3/8 chain, which can be run on a 16, 18 or 20-inch guide bar. There's also ergonomic improvements to the rear handle. You've got an asymmetric rear handle for better handling, and you've also got a larger knee support surface for more comfortable plunge cuts. And I also say there is a significant amount of balance difference as well. So the balance on this saw is very much in the middle on the new MS400.1. As you can see on this one, all the weight is at the back of the saw. So this, in theory, should give you a better overall experience while using this chainsaw. So top tech specs. We have got 5.8 kilos on the original saw and 5.5 on the new one. So the displacement is 66.8 on the original and 62.6 on the new saw. So 4 kilowatts of power on the original saw and 3.9 on the new saw. We actually have an upgraded torque rating on the new MS400.1. So the original comes in at 4.1 Newton meters and the upgraded version comes in at 4.3. And we have a better power to weight ratio on the new saw. This one's 1.41 kilos per kilowatt opposed to 1.45, and they both run on the M-Tronic 3.0 electronic system. And now's the time you've all been waiting for. Let's strip them down. So first things first, let's take off the top cover. I started stripping down the original already. Let's have a look. Ooh, different types of filters. So obviously on all the Stihl Pro saws they use a HD2 filter, so these are cleanable. You can use the special cleaner to clean them out that Stihl produce. But as you can see on the new MS400, the slightly different size, so you can get better filtration. Obviously it's going to keep the engine cooler for longer. Got more surface area. What would I say that is? Probably what, 10-20% difference in size. Slightly different up here cooling wise, And as you can see, you've got your aluminium block, and there's your magnesium. And you can tell that's aluminium because it's got that sort of speckled effect to it. Still got your decompression valve. On the old saw, you've got your sort of from your cold to your hot temperature. So if you're using it in different environments, give you different filtration. So you swap that about like so, and then that blocks off. Go that way. That blocks off the air. So if the engine needs to be running a little bit hotter, then obviously you can allow the air back to the engine. Very similar in the way that the throttle triggers work, by the looks of it. So choke down on both. Right, let's check the spark plugs out now, see if they're both the same. Looks like a CMR spark plug, 5 or 6 I should imagine. So on the old model, we've got a CMR 6H, and on the new machine, looks like the same size. Whether or not it's the same heat rating, might be slightly different. Screwy. That's also a CMR 6H. So let's have a look at the carburetors. Now, both of them are going to be Zama because still own Zama, but they are a little bit different. So on the old 400, obviously you've got your choke and you've got your Venturi all built into the carburetor. Now, this is all operated obviously on your throttle trigger, and it's all on rods. Really like that design. If you look at the new one, it's a slightly different carburetor. There's no sort of air intake up the top, but I should imagine your butterfly and your air intake, or your Venturi, is slightly larger on this one to still give you that increased flow. What we're going to do is we are going to take the back end of the mounting of the carburetors off of both and see what difference there is on the carburation side of things. Right, so I've already noticed one thing. From a servicing point of view, I think this machine is going to be a lot easier to actually look after, because that mounting plate actually comes off to reveal your carburetor and your Venturi. So you can see your butterfly in there, that's your throttle in the back end, and this is your choke. So when we put it down on choke, if I squeeze the trigger, that's your choke assembly there. Now on the older model, this is all built into one. So you can see I've got to take all that mounting plate off in one hit. Your choke is built up the top, and you've got a smaller Venturi and butterfly down there. So what they've done is the air increase, you get 2 lots of air going into the engine on the old one, but they've actually increased the size and the carburation on the new one. So you're getting more airflow and more power going, more fuel and air going through that new carburation system. Right, so also looking at the back end of the carburetor, it does look like it's a lot easier to sort of disconnect your fuel pipes, all your rods, all your electrics. So I think there's a significant upgrade and features on this new machine. So better way to take the clutch cover off next and see what's going on underneath there. Now, one thing that still have upgraded on this machine while I'll take this apart is the oil pump. So on the original one, which we'll have a look at in a moment, there's actually the oil pump can only be adjusted by a special tool, whereas on the new one you can actually do it with a screwdriver. So let's flip that off. Like I say, the bars and chains are all the same. Obviously this one's running a 20-inch, and on the older one we got an 18. But there's a difference already. Upgraded washer on there. Still running a rim sprocket. We'll check how many teeth are on there in a minute, or how many drives are on there. As you can see on the original MS400, you've got a skinnier washer, so there's certainly an improvement there. Let's take the clutch off and see what's on behind. Always like that design from Stihl. You've got that circlip, which you can then replace your rim sprocket. So the original one is running a 7-tooth sprocket. Right, so we'll just dig the circlip off the new saw, and that's running a 3/8 7-tooth sprocket as well. Running the same clutch on both saws. Take the chain brake off. As you can see, both the same on there, so there's no difference on that. Underneath here on the clutches themselves, again, look very similar. So no noticeable upgrades on that side of things, but this is a big difference here. So your mounting and your AV rubbers to restrict your vibration levels. This obviously looks like it's been upgraded. There's obviously less metal here as well. So I should imagine there's less or more heat dissipation on this saw. and there'll be more on the original 400, so that's a bit of an upgrade there. Flipping around underneath, like I said, on the oil pump side of things, you can actually adjust the oil pump on the new saw just by a normal screwdriver, and on the original 400 you've got to have a special tool which underneath this cover allows you to adjust it, so it's not quite so as simple on the original. Right, so unscrewing the exhaust system, you've got 4 screws on both mufflers, so you've got 2 long ones and 2 short ones. So we are going to do a original 400 versus a 400.1, and that'll come up very shortly, so me and James will both take them out into the woods and give them a go. So like I say, there is the upgraded exhaust design, so it's a bigger, more surface area. We'll unscrew the backing plate on this one and actually have a look into the cylinder itself. Oh, look at that. That's different. Never seen anything like that before. That'll make it easier putting your exhaust back on. So that's the original, that is the upgraded one. That's smart, that. There's one of the heat shields. That's a bit different, that, isn't it? So the new 400.1, it's got this extended flange out of the cylinder where it sort of slots your exhaust port slots back inside, so it locates up really nicely. You've got 2 piston rings as expected, and then on your original 400, as you can see, another 2 piston rings, but it's very close, the exhaust system is very close to the cylinder, so I suppose just bringing it out that little bit more just brings the heat away from the engine. Better way to look at the Recoil now. There we go. Take that off, see what we've got going on. Now it looks to me like the newer upgraded 400 has got a bigger flywheel. Looks like a lighter design as well on there. Right, let's get them both back together and check they still run, eh? So there we go, that is the new MS 400.1. Now I'm not going to use it in this video, but me and James are going to have another video where we'll take both saws out to the woods and see how they perform. Now I love the original MS 400 and I'm expecting great things from this, so I hope that it puts a smile on my face like the original saw. Now just a few things to take from this video. I think the style and the design is very much in keeping with the rest of the new products they brought out this year. So that sort of colouring on the emblem and the styling on the back is very 500 I like. So just from initial conversations with some of the Stihl guys, they are saying from when they were doing sort of performance tests in Germany that it does act very much like a fuel injected chainsaw. I hope you enjoyed the video because we got loads more Stihl content to come, so please ding that notification bell, subscribe to the channel and drop us a comment below. We're Machinery Nation, we bring you product videos every week all about tools and machinery, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!